Alright, CSS battle time, and we have sync? I don't know. Sure. I gotta do this quickly rather than nicely. It's late and I've got an early start tomorrow. Alright, so, I mean, this curve, I'd love for it to be a radial gradient, but because we can't... Ooh, okay, so, I mean, if it wasn't for this little thing down here, we could have a radial gradient and then a box shadow inset of that same blue color to make the upper bar. Like, it could be blue to gray, right? But then how do we make this little bar? I mean, I guess that's the body. That's the body. But I hate having to declare that color twice. What if... yeah, the box shadow inset has to be this blue color. And at that point, we might be better with just another background, you know, and another element. So let's think about this a moment longer, because box shadow insets are costly. I don't know if I even want to do a radial gradient. I might just do border radius. If I make this the HTML here, and then box shadow the blue, box shadow the a black square over, you know, so big expanded box shadow, and then one over, I could then make this the body with the border radius. It's boring because we could also do a conic gradient repeated and then a radial gradient all on the HTML. But I think the box shadow solution is the way to go. It's boring, but it's gonna work. Background is gonna be gray. Ooh. It means declaring another box shadow and doing two different colors. Unless, okay, no, we are going to make the background blue. I'm going to do it a slightly different way. And then we're going to do this. We're going to go box shadow. It's going to go 0, 100 pixels down, let's say. Let's actually go like -50 to the left. So it's going to the left. And now let's margin this. So we're going to do 0 on the top, 0 on the bottom, and bring it up 100. Okay. So let's bring it up further, 150, 150, 140. Oh. There we are. Okay. So we can see what we're doing here. Our color is going to be that. Okay. And then we can shove this one. Yeah, I'm just going to push it way over. I think because it's margin bottom, we should be able to move the body down. Hopefully the margin collapse isn't too troublesome. There we go. It's about right. And then we're going to go down 200. Nope. It's not big enough when I margin it up that far. So I don't want to add an expansion because I'm doing the margin. I actually do need it up that far or else we won't see the box shadow. But we can make our size a bit bigger by doing, there we go. That gave us the size we needed. By doing negative margin up top, we had a bigger block to box shadow. And now we can do our second one. It's going to be 2 240, I hope, by 160. Beautiful. Now we can do our body, which is going to have this background. It's not going to have box shadows or anything else. So let's spin this down. Let's close this off. Put this in its own selector. There we go. Now our body, we will do outline, see where it's at. Border, radius, 2 inch, because why not? It probably needs to be bigger than that, but let's just crank it up to an 11. A 9. Alright, now we should be able to margin it into place with some fun margins. Yeah, that's there. Like 50, nope, more on the sides, 60, 70. Yeah, that looks right. Now negative 100. Yeah, we got margin collapse. All right, let's throw a period up here. Beautiful. Okay, so negative 120, 5, and we need this to be the same. Oh, opposite. We're not quite circular yet, so let's go. We aren't circular yet. What are we missing? Yeah, that doesn't matter. Does it need to move up? No, it does not. It needs to move down. Is that too far down? It seems right. Maybe this is where. No. Is this not a circle? Alright, how about this? Let's go height 150, width. It needs to be bigger, obviously. So let's get the width right. That's the one thing I think we can get right. So 240 seems about right. Let's change our background to something I can see. Okay, there we go. All right, let's. Okay, let's make our height the same. All right, now let's just get it up into place. Okay, so if we have a perfect circle, it does in fact work. $50 on the top, 80 on that. So let's pull this off. There we are. Okay, that did actually help. Got us in the right top position. Let's pull that off. Let's hit submit and just see if it works. That's actually okay. I think that's an okay solution. Cool, 189. Let's reduce. There's not a lot of opportunities here to reduce. Just these guys here. So 160. It's 40 VW. 240 is 12 times 5 is 60. Alright, let's check 240 in our CSS Battle Toolbox, Unit Golf, and what was it, 240? Yeah, 60 VW or 80 VH or 15 PC. A lot of small options there. That's pretty cool. Okay, but nothing shorter. Sometimes, you know, line height lands, and I'm not doing the math on that to see if it works, but all right, yeah, let's run this down. And we're at 129 characters. Let's see, can we get rid of the last one? No, we cannot. All right. Although, wait. Everything's shoved down, but the circle's in the right spot. So, can I... That's not doing anything. Ooh, I wonder... Okay, that's the wrong value. Okay, no, I do need to move the margins up. So bottom, if I change that to 180, 200, 220. Okay, yeah, it just breaks everything, so I'm okay with a period. Cool. And we're out, yeah, 129. Let's submit it, let's get that locked in and call it a night. At least for me. Hopefully, you know, it's not for you. Cool. 129. Hope you're having fun with this, and I'll catch you later.